Hey, everybody, Facebook family, it's Mojo in the studio with Tony, Jake, Danny Dwyer, Jen, everybody together for a little round of BSing. Woo! Not too often we all get in the studio together, but we always have the most interesting, bizarre, off-the-wall, and sometimes not airable conversations in the hallways.
That is true.
So I thought it would be a cool idea to get us all together in a room and each of us bring a topic that's either something in our lives, something in pop culture, to do a little deeper dive and get our opinions and go around the room and riff off of that, because the conversations we have in the hallways are hilarious. And I'm like, why isn't there a microphone?
Don't oversell it. I mean, hilarious, question mark.
Well,
interesting.
our best material, let's be honest, is off the air,
It's
unfortunately.
true.
You should hear Tony when he's in the bathroom.
I'm funny.
In conversation.
Yeah.
Heads up, I'm funny.
Yeah, I'm funny.
So let's start,
Dang it.
with the old chivalry rule, ladies first.
Da-da.
And Jen, what did you bring to the table today for BSing?
I am bringing to the table that women are so much more expensive than men in the beauty product department, I suppose. Like hair product and skin stuff and makeup.
I don't know.
and
Look at Danny over there. He spends a lot on that
bras,
hair.
And there's just like, okay, yeah.
Razors are expensive.
And razors, I feel like we have to buy so much more stuff to come be presentable for the world.
Right.
And dudes, you guys just kind of get to roll out and that's it.
I woke up like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'll agree with you on this because my wife hates me for it because she'll get up at 6 to walk out the door by 7:50.
Yeah.
I roll out of bed at 7:45 and I'm ready to go at 8. And I literally just shave my head and she's like, I hate you. I really hate you. And I'm like, she's prepped. She's gorgeous. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but look at you compared to me. It's a big difference. But I'll roll with you on this one. Totally.
Now, what we need to discuss here is like, whose fault is that?
Mm-hmm.
We certainly appreciate it for the record.
She's going to blame that on.
Absolutely.
She's going to blame that on
Absolutely.
us too. That men want women to look perfect.
Well, I think that there are men that value women who have a more natural look.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of guys that like that.
Because they know we don't have to wait 45 minutes for you to get ready.
Yeah, but
Natural
It's true.
woman.
But like for me personally, like Spencer likes me no matter what. Spencer's my husband, and
He has you convinced then, huh?
he
Tony.
Because you told him.
but
You're going to like me this way.
but I feel like for my own personal self, like if I don't get ready and get put together, like this is me in 20 minutes in the morning. Like at least you look like your normal self for after 20 minutes and you look good.
Yeah, Danny, you look like this when you're out in a tuxedo or when you're here just in your gym shorts. I mean, it wouldn't matter.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, like for instance, it was for Luke Bryan. One of you made the comment like, "Hey, Jen, you look so good at the Luke
You
Bryan
showed up
concert."
looking like $1 million.
She did.
You did.
Absolutely.
You did.
Do you know how long it took me to be and how much it cost?
Yes, because
to
you told
look
me.
like that?
I asked.
Yes.
You spent the whole day getting ready for the concert.
She was in
did.
Mojo's
Yeah.
office. She was on the couch. She's like, woo.
No, she was.
No,
She was,
but I
literally.
spent time at a salon before I got to Mojo's couch finishing up.
Right.
And it was expensive. And so I'm
That's-
just saying, like, when women want to get super put together like that, there's so many things you have to buy and do and learn. And, like, I don't know how to do half of it.
Now, could you get everybody on board with just you women stopping doing that? Like,
No, because
lowering the standards.
I
So, like,
actually enjoy looking that pretty. Like, I enjoy
Aw,
what I look
yeah.
like personally.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Right, you get self-esteem.
Like
Definitely.
when
I
Jake
get
puts on
that.
the blazer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake has to put on a blazer and boom, instant handsome.
We all-
I have to
he
go
goes
through
from
this.
Jake to Mr. Byron.
Yeah,
just
I
like
have to
that.
go through this big process with lots of money to get to that point.
You don't
Like, do you
have
see what
to,
I mean?
But you want to.
yeah, you don't have to. Like,
No,
we all think you're pretty without all that.
Oh, well,
That's
thanks.
what- I'm not,
That's
like,
not the
sucking
point
up.
of the
That's not- no,
conversation.
No, that is true. I was thinking the same thing. You looked beautiful that day, but you look good every day. So,
Well, thanks, but I'm just saying, like, even in order to get to like this, you gotta have like stuff you spray in your hair, and then you have to put on like night cream, and there's like I spend hundreds of
Okay.
dollars
Would it be
at
rude?
Ulta.
Would it be rude of me to say I don't believe that you spent a lot of time on your hair today?
That is correct.
It's a bun today.
When you wake up at 4,
Yeah, and I'm spending less and less time on mine every day.
Hang on, the Hot Mess Express is coming through.
I'm just saying, like, for some reason, when I get ready in the morning, I just think, like, man, I wish I was a dude. and I could just roll out with that, like take a shower, get out, maybe put some junk in my hair and put on deodorant, and boom, you're out the door.
Well,
If I did that,
I got bad news. See, I got bad news for the other guys in this room that because I'm older than all of you guys. I'm pretty sure. Danny, I might be the same age, but he looks a lot better than I do. But as you get older, as a man, I feel like I used to just get out of bed, do whatever, hair was and out the door, and now I'm like overly self-conscious of the way my face looks and the wrinkles and the hair's starting to do weird crap, and it's like I've even like looking into Botox and crap like that, and I know people say, "Oh, you shouldn't," but you do. As you get older, you look in the mirror and you want to feel confident. You want to feel good about yourself, and you're like,
confidence
you don't.
costs money.
Yes.
I think I might have a quasi solution.
Okay.
Stop caring so much about it. And let me explain when I say by that. I used to dye my hair, and make sure my goatee was trimmed just perfectly. Clearly, that's not a thing anymore.
Right.
And in fact, it was when I was doing Top 40 and hip hop radio, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be old man in the club. I got to make sure I look right. I spent all that extra time prepping it. Then I got here, and I'm like, why do I care so much about that? I'm gonna be me, and I stopped dyeing my hair. I'm letting this thing get a little carried away, but.
No.
And I'm not saying don't completely don't care, but don't be so hard on yourself. You look great. Why have to go the extra mile on everyday occasion to look like you did for Luke Bryan? That should be like black tie affair ready or special event ready. I think maybe that's a high bar for every day. I mean, we don't come in, completely groomed and fresh haircut every day. We feel like $1 million when we come out of a haircut, but we're not going to do that every day.
Right.
Maybe just lower the bar for yourself.
I don't know. I'm just
great.
You guys. I'm just saying. You guys all look really good. You guys are all attractive men.
We have a face for radio.
But I guess what I'm saying, like to your bar for you at the Luke Bryan show, I don't think any of us are at that level today. You know what I mean? For what our bar is for that.
Yes, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying like how many products do you have in your drawer to get ready?
No, that's a good point.
Every
I was
day?
ready in 10 minutes.
4?
This morning.
What do you have? Hair goop, deodorant, a brush, and face cleanser maybe?
Right.
Yeah.
What's
In
that?
Jake's case, a beard cream.
Yeah. But even
Yeah.
on a casual day, you're saying even on a casual day,
Even
it
on a
takes
casual
you
day,
3 times
I've
as
got
long to get
all
ready.
the things. So
Well, if there's any ladies watching this, feel free to post a comment and maybe help Jenna. Maybe there's one of those layers that we can eliminate easily. I don't know what that is, but we're open to suggestions on the Facebook.
Yeah, they make shampoo and conditioner in one bottle. I don't know if you ladies have heard about that technology. But
I've got all 3, by the way: shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, one bottle.
Is it
I'm not
Axe?
even kidding.
Well,
Genius.
Kevin Miller just typed in and said, Danny makes bald look good.
Oh,
He
thank
does.
you, Kevin.
That's true.
Thank you.
yeah.
You mean Mr. Future Hall of Famer
Oh,
or whatever?
Yeah.
Can we pivot to that real quick? This isn't part of the
Yes,
topic, but
holy-
our boy Danny Dwyer, nominated by the CRB, right?
Yeah.
The Country Radio Broadcasters Association for a Country Radio Broadcast Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
That's
I
like
got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Chicken
It's a
skin.
big
That's
honor.
And we all
Unbelievable.
do. That's
I know.
amazing.
And
Just
I
you saying,
think-
I'm like tingling. It's
And
weird.
well, if you get the nomination, I think we all get to vote on it. Listeners, everybody, and at that point, it's game on.
Yeah.
Because we can all start
there will
politicking for
be
you.
There will be
a
lots of votes.
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
that-
have to-
Full-on campaign.
We'll put up election signs in Vancouver to replace all the ones that are getting taken down today.
And if I were you, and I would shamelessly do it. Like I would have it. I would have my car wrapped if I were you. Vote
fine.
for me
Yeah.
for Hall of Fame.
a good
Wasn't
idea.
there another radio person like a couple years ago that had like a full-on campaign for like to get votes?
Jim Rome did it, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Like the
no, you're
sports
not
guy.
the only one who would do it.
I'm thinking new customized license plate, HOF Danny.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh,
many
I
letters.
like that.
That's too many letters.
Yeah.
HOF Dan. I don't know.
We need to get you a
HOFDD.
billboard.
There you go.
A billboard.
Oh, that'd be fun.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, speaking of signs, my political signs, let's talk about that for a minute.
Okay.
Now that the elections are over,
They got to go.
I'm gonna. I find my phone. I obviously live in Vancouver, and every roadway in Oregon and Washington, off ramp, on ramp, center divider, you see them everywhere. Political signs. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's like the commercials. Seriously, I want to just throw up and puke.
Quite a reaction.
It's disgusting because
That
it just.
escalated.
I look like it just like. I don't know. It makes my neighborhood look crappy. I hate it. And
Yep.
so I feel as though is that now that the elections are over, Republicans, Democrats, city council members, PUD members, whatever, should be required to take those signs down. Literally.
Agreed.
In fact, it's a funny story because last night I got a text message from Carolyn Long's camp saying, hey, please remember to vote today. We'd really love your vote. Can we count on you? And I wrote back and I said, yes, I voted this afternoon. I've done my civic duty. I've done my part. Now it's your turn. Please tell
Get your
Carolyn
damn sides.
Long and Jamie Herrera Butler and everybody else in Vancouver to take down these ugly ass political signs. You know what? I got a text back from them. They said, okay.
No way.
Last
did you?
night. I did
Well,
last night.
We just put up the picture of Vancouver in one of the corners. That's crazy. It wasn't. I live down in Scappoose. It's not like that. That's unbelievable.
That is
Like,
just one corner.
look at that. I mean, they're large.
Oh,
Like,
they're huge.
Yeah,
They're
huge.
huge. When you get on at SR14 and you're driving towards 205 and towards the I-5 corridor, that whole 7-mile stretch is just
Signs.
nothing but political signs.
Okay, so I have a question. Like for everybody who's watching, like you can comment. Have you ever seen a sign and been like, I'm going to vote for them?
Right?
It's made me question it.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
all, I mean,
Brand
guys, this is
reinforcement.
marketing. This is our business. This
Yeah.
is all about
Yeah.
like name recognition and top
Sure.
of mind stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
if you see a name enough, you go like, well, that dude clearly has enough people who believe in him to afford this many signs.
Sure, you
It
want to
does.
reward them.
It influences you.
I'll tell you, I didn't do. When I was younger, I would have. I would have said, "Oh yeah, I saw that guy's sign." Just marked it down on the ballot,
Right.
Because I didn't know who to vote for sheriff in Columbia County, and so I looked at the list. And honestly, they all seemed like fine people, but I didn't know about anything about any of them except for okay, this guy I see his sign all the time,
Everywhere.
But that
So
was
you
not.
know,
I didn't
somebody
vote for
believes in him.
Right.
Yeah, but how many people went? Yeah, I see his signs a lot. Boom. But I didn't do it. But
Well, let's take it another
yeah.
way. Let's say we have a commercial that's going to run during the CMAs next week, and let's say it's talking about a contest we're going to do to win $1,000. Let's just pretend that's going to happen.
That's a hypothetical kind of situation, right? That's
Hypothetically.
not really.
I could easily do it without saying Tony, Jake, and Jen have your first chance. But wouldn't you guys prefer that I say Tony, Jake, and Jen in it?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's kind of the same kind of brand
could
reinforcement.
you say Tony
Shines do.
twice?
Sure.
But
First and last, they'll remember.
Tony.
No, the whole thing is Tony,
It's the only
$1,000.
way
Tony, $1,000.
Yes, that's the only way people are going to remember me.
are you talking about the show like as a whole, like Tony, Jake, and Jen and Tony?
Yeah,
Tony and his other brother
I'm fine
Tony.
with it.
just so people will remember it.
Right.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
So
trying.
that's my topic of the day. But and this is my solution that I think we should somehow get it in law that if they don't get them taken down by a certain date, then we should be able to fine them $1 per sign and then take that money and put it towards one of our favorite charities.
That's
I
a good
was
idea.
just thinking that. That's a
Right?
great
Like,
idea.
Obviously, we all love St. Jude.
Yeah.
So for every Jamie Herrera Butler sign from that I-5 corridor
Yeah.
all the way to
Now-
Pullman, Washington, they should all be taken down.
Somebody owns that land, right?
Yes.
It should be on them. Why the candidate? Why did they have to
Who put
vote?
it up? Somebody made a call to put that sign up.
What's stopping you
So
from
it's
taking
that-
them down?
Oh, trust me, I'd like to take my truck and go rip a few down.
Well, I'm just saying.
Go
I
plow
got a
through there?
big truck.
Hey, if all these scooter companies pay someone to go collect them and charge them every night, shouldn't they pay someone to go collect them too?
I mean, now what are they doing with them? Do they recycle those or throw? I mean, what do you do with those?
I could use the
you-
wood.
You put them in that big floating pile of garbage in the ocean.
No,
No,
don't
I'm
want to do
kidding.
that.
Don't do that.
Don't look at me. Yeah.
I'm just
Those
saying,
are
like,
straws.
where do those end up? Like, I'm sure the landfill people
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
hate
question.
election time.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's just something to think
They're all
about.
plastic. I mean, they're
Yeah.
Well, that's
bad.
yeah,
Ah,
something to think about.
There we go.
Jake, Tony, which one of you guys want to go next on this?
What was your topic, Jake?
Mine is, and are you guys ready for this one? Okay, so I'll
Mhm.
go
Ready.
next. All right, guys. It's a simple statement, and you guys can argue with me if you want. But mine is, The Little Mermaid had the best Disney music of all time.
Ooh,
Tell me I'm wrong.
you're wrong.
Give me a lyric.
Give me a better one.
Frozen.
Cinderella.
Every parent knows the lyrics to Let It Go.
That's true.
Cinderella,
And-
Cinderella. Nothing beats that.
What?
Cinderella. Big
Cinderella.
boppity baloney.
See, and we're a Cars
Sorry,
family.
Brian.
We
See,
loved Cars.
I like that one,
Okay,
but I hate
Cars has like
musicals.
Rascal Flatts song, and nobody's
Brad
singing it.
In a Brad
Paisley.
Paisley
Yeah.
song. For country, I'll give you that
Yeah.
one is a great country
Yeah.
soundtrack.
There you go.
But no, I'm talking about like it had. I mean, think of all the big songs from Little Mermaid.
You know which one won Oscars though? Not Little Mermaid. Beauty and the Beast did.
Different thing.
Oh, yeah, Beauty and
Right?
the Beast.
Different thing.
Sure.
Be my
True.
guest.
You can't compare anything to like the modern age or anything like that because there wasn't social. You couldn't share Let It Go around like you did with Frozen.
True.
Mhm.
So that's apples and oranges. I'm saying that bar none, It had the most memorable songs. It had the most great songs.
I don't know, man. I forget about the social media aspect of it all. I still say Frozen, in my opinion.
I'm with you on Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast is probably number 2. I still say there's 2 or 3 higher than
Yeah,
Little Mermaid.
I got to go with Mojo on this one. I'm going to go Frozen as well. I think that's still better.
Name 3 songs from Frozen.
Let It Go.
In Summer, Let It Go, Love is an Open Door. 3.
I didn't ask you. I was talking to Danny.
Love is an open door.
We know you're a
You
music
have
nerd.
kids,
Right.
Like your kids are not like
But
Frozen
I
age.
got my nieces. I was going to say Let It Go and the other one. You just said it and it just totally blew my mind away. I can't think of it.
And while we're
Love's
at
an
it,
Open Door.
while we're at it,
And I
Beauty and the
remember
Beast. Name 3 songs from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Not you.
Sing.
Beauty and the
This is
Beast.
her vote. You
Be
pick.
our guest.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hang on, I'm going through the movie.
Notice
My point is,
notice I have nothing to say
Bonjour.
because I hate musicals.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
You want
Bonjour,
to count me out of any movie? Have over 2 songs in the middle of it.
Oh,
I'm
he
done.
could sing the heck out of them Die Hard songs, though, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. That's not a musical.
It's a great Christmas movie.
Yes, but no, I like my family. We rented Frozen back when you rented movies, and we didn't make it through it, including the kids. We were all like, "Oh,
It's terrible.
God!" Yeah, my son was like begging for mercy.
that's a musical right off the bat too. Like they open with a song.
Oh, yeah.
I was so miserable when my kids didn't want to watch it. I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." I was like, "Yeah," and I hate that because, but also I went to see A Star Is Born, and that's a borderline musical, right?
It is, but it's so good.
That is
Yeah.
amazing. That was
Now,
amazing.
See,
but
the difference between that is A Star Is Born is about a musician.
yeah,
So the scenes that are in it where they're singing, that's
that
not
doesn't really
like,
count as a musical.
in a musical.
Yeah.
True.
They're in a coffee shop,
Right.
and everybody
Yes.
suddenly knows the song.
That's like saying I went to
just
see
wanna
Bohemian Rhapsody and they played all these Queen songs. What's that about?
no, but yeah, when they start, I just want to punch somebody. It's like, stop singing, just
Side
talk.
note, on Riverdale, if you watch that show, there was an episode in season 2, like a few episodes ago, where it was a musical. Like they sang through the whole thing.
A little weird.
CW, never do a musical on Riverdale
boy.
again.
Please.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially
Thank
when
you.
half the cast is supposed to be a psychopath on that show. Anyway,
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Boy.
okay, name songs in Little Mermaid.
Dexter.
Yeah, very
the
good.
musical.
Good question, Jen.
My point is,
No.
everybody in here can name 3-4 songs from Little Mermaid right now. Maybe not you, Tony.
I can't.
I'm
Under the
struggling,
Sea.
honestly.
What are you talking about?
Under the
normal
Sea.
person
Under the
can.
Sea and Part of Your World.
Kiss
are
the
only-
Girl,
Oh
Part
yeah,
of Your
Part
World.
of the World.
This is
Kiss the Girl.
dynamite all
You
the
know,
way through.
I remember all
And-
these songs. We played them all in marching band when I was in high school. I remember doing the Under the Sea one.
And it was great,
Don't
right?
age yourself.
okay, middle school.
Wait. You were in the marching band?
Yeah,
You were?
And what instrument did you
This
play?
is news.
Please tell me.
What'd you play?
I was third chair clarinet up until marching band. Then I took on the bass clarinet.
Let me tell you
Wait,
the
wait.
He's
as
regretting
the
telling
as drum major.
Yeah,
Let me tell you the pecking order of marching band.
I'm above the flute.
Above the flute.
No, you're not.
us.
Not
Hey, excuse me.
What?
I was piccolo and flute first chair. Thank
So
you.
was my sister, and now you've hurt me.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying we're
third
you know.
chair clarinet is below janitor in the marching band.
Oh, I happen to think the clarinet is a beautiful instrument. It's just I can't picture you playing
it. Right.
Could you still do it?
Oh gosh, it's been 20 years, guys. I don't
So
know.
no.
Oh, we got to
No,
find out. There's a
I can
future.
play mean guitar.
We gotta
but I
rent
don't
one.
know.
Oh,
You're-
that's a
we're
great.
getting one before next
No, that's
week.
a great
Oh,
gig.
yeah.
We
What did I
have to
put
have
myself
you play a country song on the clarinet, and the listener calls in and has to guess it.
Oh,
I am
Oh my
in.
gosh.
I am so in.
Yes.
it's been a while, guys. I don't know.
You could be the Squidward of Alpha Media.
Only if Jake keeps rhythm.
I should also put clarinet on blast and name a famous clarinetist. ever.
Oh,
Name
think
one
Kenny
person who
G-
ever famously played a
Kenny
clarinet.
G did not play the
No,
He
that's
played
clarinet.
soprano sax.
Soprano sax.
I can
I'll
only
get back
name
to you.
one, and he's standing right beside me.
There's never been one. Never.
All right, how do we get on that?
I don't know. I think it's
know.
pretty
Because you
cool.
played in band. That's cool, actually. The Little Mermaid songs.
Okay.
Okay, and for this, out of all joking aside, you are the third person I've met in radio in just the last few years that plays clarinet, and they were all dudes. Because Jake, you can play clarinet too, can't you?
Not really. I mean, it's one of
Okay.
the ones I can't.
It's
That's
interesting.
right.
It's interesting though. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people that were in
That was an
band are
active
in
choice.
radio.
It's not
Yeah.
like a.
Yeah.
We should start a band, you guys.
I can play the Native American flute, and it looks like a clarinet recorder.
The Native American
They're all-
flute.
yeah.
It's a class at Oregon State University,
The
and
recorder,
it's
is that what it is?
no, it's a Native American flute, and it's the top-rated class in all of Oregon State
I've
classes.
never heard of that.
Like, if you ask anybody, if you're just walking through campus and you say, "Hey, have you taken Native American flute?" They're like, "Yeah, I love that class. It's awesome."
That's funny.
Oh my God.
Who's the teacher?
I can't remember his name, but he's an interesting dude.
Wow.
But he's like one of the top Native American flute players out there.
Well, if you're
He's-
going to teach that instrument
Professor
in a class,
Littlehorn.
I know you're an interesting dude.
It's Professor Plays with Nerds.
Is that racist?
No, it's not. No, it's
not at
not right.
all.
I hope not. I'm
So
from
nerds
West
are not a
Virginia,
race.
so sometimes I don't know.
No,
I'm
I
still
think-
learning.
See, I think he's not Native American, but he's like a white guy that kind of wishes he was. Like Willie. He's like a Willie Nelson.
He like studies the culture and everything.
Yeah.
That's
He's
cool, though.
such a cool dude.
Oh, actually, Willie Nelson was a great example of that. Jen.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Perfect.
I don't know how
With
we
the
got to
braids.
this.
Yes.
Back to Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we've evolved from Little Mermaid because Jake dodged the question of, oh, no, you did. You answered the 3 songs.
He did.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying everybody can.
You know what?
That's why it's the greatest.
We need to have a poll up on Instagram or something about that. What's the
Well,
best?
weigh in. We're on, we're,
Yeah, please comment
Yeah,
if you
let
have
us know.
any
Beauty and the
thoughts.
Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Lion King.
Oh, Lion
Lion
King.
King was good too.
Akuna Matata.
Oh, Sedena.
yeah.
Nothing
see, that's one I
beats
did
Akuna
like.
Matata.
Hakuna Matata is a great song. It's a
Nothing.
great song.
Yes.
2 more.
It means no worries.
For the rest
No worries.
of your
Interesting.
days.
Okay.
It's a modern day philosophy.
Yeah.
Any
Who
more?
else?
I'd like to thank Kevin and his 3 family members for joining us today.
It's a marathon, not a short race. Interesting.
Oh.
Okay, so Beauty and the Beast is getting a few votes.
There's
Yeah.
Sean. Hey, Sean.
We'll
There's a
continue
few.
He
that
also has good music.
They're all
Definitely.
great. We love Disney. Just
Saying Little Mermaid is greatest. Bar none.
and we agree to disagree on that.
There you go.
That's one.
There you
That's
go.
one I was bearable for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
There you
really?
go. There's
Geez,
a-
can't
kind of a cute
imagine
one.
why
Pretty
Little
strong
Mermaid.
I
was
mean, I watched
bearable.
the whole thing all the way through.
Oh,
I'll bet it
Mulan.
had Ariel-
Mulan.
Mulan was
Mulan,
just
get out of
okay
here with
for
that.
me.
Mulan. Who loved Mulan?
My daughter loves Mulan, but yeah, I'm with you. That's like saying Brave.
Brave. Another
Right.
one. Not a musical.
Can't imagine why Tony loved Little Mermaid the best.
Wait, don't go there. She's underage.
Not that
And,
she's a cartoon
and
character.
animated.
Oh, that's a good,
Very animated.
good transition.
Yeah.
Tony, what did you
I don't have a problem with that. I'm all for animation.
She was the hottest, though. Agreed.
She was
Disney princess.
cute.
She was the
I
hottest.
mean, I was going to say that earlier, but it felt really creepy.
She
that you
was
brought it up.
not the hot. Okay, sidebar. Hottest was not Ariel.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Clearly was.
Name one.
The girl from Aladdin.
Jasmine?
Yeah,
No, top 5.
Jasmine Purdy.
Okay, let's
Pretty
break it
good.
down this way.
Pocahontas.
Moana was pretty
Oh,
cute.
Pocahontas.
But let's break it down
She was
for
cute.
Halloween. Who do you see more dressed up as a Disney character? Is it-
Cinderella or Belle.
Not for me. It's always
Oh,
it's-
I
it's
always see a
Ariel.
million.
Frozen, yeah.
Well, Frozen.
lately.
Oh no, I always see Belle's everywhere. That yellow dress, you can point them out down the street.
Yeah, well,
Belle.
Good point.
She just
Let's
doesn't
see
have
the
a
mermaids,
dress.
though,
You can't
too,
be
though.
the Little Mermaid for Halloween. She
Right.
doesn't have legs.
just lay around and flop your feet up in the air.
And there's that.
All
right, good point, Tony.
Wow.
Save
thanks
us, Tony.
for
Save
that,
us.
Tony.
We said
If we're
so
looking
many-
at Tony to save us.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
No, he had an interesting one though. This
Yeah.
is
Who?
We mentioned Halloween, so might as well talk about that.
The one thing I cannot stand is to be scared or tickled. But let's just talk about being scared for a second. I have, Dan, you're probably watching this. I know. Dan, the man who lives at the marina where I live, he has found a way to scare me several times a week. Like, I'll be just getting stuff out of my car, and all of a sudden I'll hear, "Hey!" And I'm like, "Jeez!" I mean, like, the last time he did it, I threatened to shoot him. He's like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that, Tony.
I know
Yeah.
you hillbillies carry guns," he says. So I'm thinking, okay, he got me. So he'll be done with it.
Yeah.
Does he just
right?
jump out from like the boat or something?
I don't know where he is. He comes out of nowhere. Like I'm walking down the parking lot the other night. Pitch dark. You know, you can imagine out there near the river. You got all kind of creepy sounds anyway. And all of a sudden, what's going on? You know,
You take a swim in the Columbia.
it's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, he would end up in the Columbia.
I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
Wow.
And then he just giggles.
Do you get him back, or does that only escalate things?
No, see, I never. That's the thing. If I get him back,
Yeah, then it's just, then
It's
it
gonna
becomes a
multiply.
circle.
Then it's a war.
I don't know how
Tony,
big you go with that.
I hate it. I hate being scared.
I
Like I don't watch horror movies.
Yeah, I
and
don't
you know what? You know why? I don't like being scared.
Right. I agree with you.
Who does? I don't get that. I don't get that thrill.
And I'll tell you a funny story because I love Halloween. I love to get dressed up, hand out the candy, but I hate being scared. One time, my ex-girlfriend, when I was living in Southern California, I was carrying in a bag of groceries. And she decided to open the door. I didn't see her open the door. And she jumped in front of the car. So I was walking past the car with groceries. And she literally jumped at me and was like, "Wah!" I literally karate chopped and kicked her in the chest and knocked her backwards. She had no idea what was coming. She had it coming. She literally did a backwards somersault, and she's like, "What the hell?" She's like, "What the hell? I'm carrying groceries, and you're jumping at me. Don't do that."
I'm impressed you get your leg that high. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's lucky I didn't bust her nose.
Can we see that?
Yeah.
Can we get a kid? That was really high.
That's why he's Hall of Fame, guys.
Can you do the splits?
I can't. I could try, but
Please don't rip
I'm
your
not fast
pants.
enough yet.
And maybe that jolts my memory a little bit. Maybe that's why I hate being scared so much. Is my mother scared the living out of me one time?
Right.
And she, well, let me tell the whole story since you have time. And so I came home from school and I came through the back door one day. Well, while I came in the back door, she was down at the mailbox out front. So I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
So here's little Tony gets down behind the chair, right? I was real little. I got down, and as she walks around the corner, I jump up and go, "Blah!" And she started screaming. She went, it was one of these where she went, "Ah!"
Took a breath. She
And I'm like,
reloaded.
oh my God, I'm gonna kill her. And so she like starts almost crying. So I felt kind of bad. She goes,
Aw.
"I'm gonna get you back."
Oh.
Yeah, now
Weeks.
you live in fear.
Right.
Weeks go by, months maybe. I don't remember. So I'm in bed one night. My dad used to always come in at night. And he'd say prayers with me, and I'd go to bed. But for some reason, Mom comes in. I thought, oh, she's just been sweet. You know, Mom comes, "I just want to say goodnight, dear." Da, 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 da. And she's like, leans over, and she's like messing with my blankets, like a sweet mama, right?
Right.
And then she goes, "What's that?" And she pulls back the cover. And do you remember those old minks that women used to wear around their neck? The
Yeah.
mink
Yes.
head with
Yeah, with
the
the head still on it.
the
Yes.
beady eyes and the thing in those.
Yeah.
She had put that in my freaking bed. And I saw and I started screaming and I backed straight up the wall. And I was like this, screaming my head off to the point to this day she still has some guilt over it, but I don't think a lot.
No.
So
But
maybe that's why I hate being scared.
That's probably why.
But there's such a fulfilling feeling of gratification and accomplishment when you do get someone good, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Nah, it's not worth
Spencer got me good once, and he still feels bad about it. We were in college, and I was in my apartment, and I had him and a couple of his roommates over for dinner, and they had left, but he realized that he had left his coat in the closet. Well, they left. I didn't lock the door behind him. I went into the bathroom and shut the door, and he came back in and realized, oh, she's in the bathroom. I'll just grab my coat. And for some reason, in his mind, he was like, I'm going to get in the coat closet. And then I'm going to scare her when she comes out of the bathroom. So what happens, I come out of the bathroom, and I'm walking towards the door to lock the front door, and the coat closet's right next to it. And all of a sudden, the door starts opening of the coat closet, and I just start screaming, and Spencer jumps out. And then I started crying hysterically. And he was like, oh, no. And his roommates were standing outside, and they realized that this went bad, and so they came in. They're like, "No, God, I'm sorry. This was our idea too." Never scared me again.
Yeah.
You know, take one
A
of those.
little bit of guilt there.
Oh yes.
Steve
Definitely.
Miller says he feels like he's run up on an episode of Hollywood Squares because we're lined up across.
Thanks.
Oh, that's funny.
Last one, guys.
Yep.
Who has their Christmas tree lights up? Show of hands.
I don't, but I really want to.
I want
Yeah, I'm
I
ready.
really
to.
want to. Yeah.
What's stopping you?
Well, here's the thing. There's a recent survey that says the earlier you put your stuff up, the happier you are.
Yes.
So-
you must have heard that on Tony, Jake, and Jen.
I did actually. It was on the podcast.
So look, I'm not trying to bring down the room. My dad passed away, and his funeral was over the weekend. And he spent his
Yeah.
last few days in hospice, and they gave me this star ornament.
I saw that.
And so I was like, I got to put the tree up.
Yeah.
So, I did that over I guess, Monday. And it does. It brings your spirits up.
It does.
makes
What
you
a
feel
sweet
good.
gesture. The hospice is the most.
Oh,
those
God
are
bless those people.
those
Oh.
are angels.
Yeah.
right?
They
They're
truly
angels.
are.
But to give you that so that you can kind of, put that on. Oh, and then we have a picture of it up here. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. And,
So,
and, yeah,
I put it
having
up on
presents.
Facebook, but
Yeah.
it just felt like the right thing to do. When if you're having a tough time or a tough year, put your decorations up. Don't be listening to all the haters saying, "Oh, wait till after Thanksgiving. You can't do it before." I don't know why they're all from West Virginia.
I don't know why. Everybody starts talking like me eventually.
But look, you guys are all talking about it's not too early. Get in the spirit, right? What's
Yeah.
I think
wrong
that's
with that?
great advice because I know last year because I was in that whole bad mode too,
Yeah.
the divorce and
Oh,
my
sure.
father passing, and I didn't do it. I know you're just kind of like, why do it? And it was a mistake. You're right. Like, don't just crawl into your little depressive cave, right?
Yeah, you
So
gotta
celebrate.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
the spirit of the season. Who cares if it's? I mean, wait till after Halloween, of course.
Right.
yeah.
And it's
Well,
not
Halloween.
It's not too early. We're only 7 Fridays away from Christmas.
And there's
Oh
that.
Oh my God.
I better do my holiday shopping. Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
Done.
When you
guys-
say
do
it
you
like
guys
that,
really
it's
do
not
that, though?
too
Like-
early.
I know, right?
Do you guys really do that and start thinking in your head, okay, that's how many paydays? Like, I know.
Yes.
You're supposed to plan for the whole year, but I'm like, okay, I can use this paycheck for Christmas and
No,
this
I
one.
just open up a credit card. Don't do that. I'm
They just
kidding.
hand them out.
Don't
do you know
do
anyone
that.
that's going to give me a credit card?
Good point.
True. Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
do envelopes in the family.
Yeah.
So, like, we'll have a vacation envelope, we'll have a tax envelope, and we'll have a
yes.
Christmas envelope. So, every time we get something extra, we just take, $100. Put that in.
Where do you
towards-
keep those envelopes?
We're gonna reveal that on a future podcast.
Yes.
See you back here on BS.
Next to mine.
On next episode of BS and Danny Dwyer reveals where he keeps those envelopes.
I keep them right next to my
So-
gun.
Right.
Let me summarize and correct me if I'm wrong here. Danny Dwyer suggests we do something about these signs. Take them all down. Get rid of those political signs.
Yes.
Let's do it ourselves and go guerrilla. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. But let's figure out a solution.
I'm game.
Jake, Little Mermaid, best music from a Disney film. I think we all disagree, but Beauty and the Beast,
You're all
Frozen,
wrong, and that's okay.
all create the top 3. I think we all agree with that. Jen, yes, ladies have it hard when it comes to getting ready. We didn't really have a solution, but we'd let you vent, and I think you feel better
Just
about
pay
that.
me more money.
So Tony said,
We'll leave that to Tony.
don't scare Tony. He doesn't like it.
No, I do not like it, but
And it's given me ideas for next year.
yes.
And put up your Christmas decorations.
Get it
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do it.
Get it done.
Yeah,
Get
right?
done.
And I mean, those things cost money. Might as well get an extra month out of it. I'm just saying.
That's
Right.
true.
That's a good
point.
That's really true.
So, yeah, we'll have this up wherever you listen to podcasts. The BS and podcast, we'll do this every week about the same time and with some fresh ideas next week and some things going on in our lives. Looking forward to these conversations. Think of this as a country version of The View, if you will.
Oh, Lord. Which one are
of us is
you?
Whippy? Whoopi.
I'll be me. I want
Which
to be
one of
Whoopi.
us is Whippy?
I want to be Whoopi.
I don't want to be any of them.
We'll see you next week.
On that note, peace out. Wolverine.
Guess who the ultimate conservative amongst us is?